So you're thinking about moving to Dawsonville, Georgia. Dawsonville is a great place. I'm going to give you the ultimate guide to living in Dawsonville. I've actually lived in or around Dawsonville for the last 20 years. Dawsonville is a really, really great place to live. My family does just about everything in Dawsonville. We live close by. We do our recreation. We do a lot of fun stuff on the lake and do some hiking near Dawsonville. We go to church in Dawsonville. I go to the gym in Dawsonville. My office is in Dawsonville. So we spend a lot of time here, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about living here. You may be thinking to yourself, where is Dawsonville, Georgia? You may have no concept for where it is or what it is. It's a small town located about 60 miles northeast of Atlanta. I think the population is somewhere around 30,000 people for the entire county. It's a small but growing community. Even though it's a small community, it's rapidly growing. The sprawl from Atlanta is creeping north. Cumming in Forsyth County is just south of Dawsonville, and a lot of the expansion is moving north up into the area. We also had a lot of new development going up in Dawsonville. We've got new construction homes, probably 3 or 4 neighborhoods that I can think of off the top of my head. And along with some of those new neighborhoods, we have some retail, a lot of good new retail stuff going up, anchored by the North Georgia Premium Outlets and a lot of other good shopping options up in Dawsonville for you. Like I mentioned earlier, Dawsonville is a really small town. There's only about 30,000 people in the whole county. You do have a major highway, Georgia 400, which leads north and south, and that would get you down to Atlanta in about an hour. If you're wondering about some of the amenities in Dawsonville from a medical perspective, we do have, even though it's a small town, do have a lot of doctor's offices and dentist offices and stuff like that. So you're not going to have to drive an hour to go get to the doctor or anything like that. You're actually about 20 minutes from Northside Forsyth, which is a major hospital down in Forsyth County, and also about 15 minutes from the new Northeast Georgia Medical Center that's going up in Dahlonega, Georgia, which is about 15 minutes north right off of Highway 400. With it being a small town, you might be thinking, okay, how long is it going to take me to get to the grocery store? Well, good news. Dawsonville's got, I think 4 that I can think of off the top of my head. There's a Kroger, there's a Publix, there's an Ingles supermarket, and then there's the Walmart Supercenter, which is in just about every small town in America. Kroger is my favorite option. You've got just about everything you can find there. It's massive. They actually sell clothes at this Kroger, which I haven't seen before. From a shopping perspective, you've got a lot of good options. All of the shopping is kind of anchored by the North Georgia Premium Outlets, which is in Dawsonville right on Highway 400. And from there, you've got basically anything you would need. The cool thing about the North Georgia Premium Outlets is they have, your typical outlet stores like Nike, Adidas, Gap, Banana Republic, stuff like that. But they also have some high-end stores. For you luxury shoppers out there, there's actually a Versace store, a Gucci store, and a Prada store at the North Georgia Premium Outlets in Dawsonville. I know that probably seems like something you wouldn't find up here, but you can find it, and they've got some great selections there. We also have a pretty wide selection of gyms for those of you that want to get the gym. Dawsonville, close to the Outlet Mall area, you've got a Dawson CrossFit. So I got to shout out Dawson CrossFit. That's my home gym. You also have Planet Fitness close by. You have a brand new One Life Fitness close by, and a couple of other options. So if you want to get out there and get in the gym, you got some good spots to hit. Talking about things to do. All right, I just started playing golf. I'm really, really terrible at it, but it is a lot of fun. There's a really cool golf club called Chestatee Golf Club right off of Highway 400, and you can play. It's a really pretty public golf course in a really nice neighborhood. For all you outdoor lovers out there, we've got tons of options for you in Dawsonville. The fun fact, the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, which runs about 1,600 miles all the way up to Maine, the southern terminus starts in Dawsonville, Georgia at Springer Mountain. So if you want to make that trek, I think it's about a 6-month hike. You want to jump on that, you can jump on the Appalachian Trail in Dawsonville and go all the way up to Maine if you want to. I personally have only hiked about 20 miles of the Appalachian Trail in Georgia, but I believe there's somewhere around 78 or 80 miles in Georgia on the Appalachian Trail. So it's a pretty cool spot. If you want to get on the water and do some skiing, tubing, boating, all that fun stuff, you can get to Lake Lanier. There's a couple of good access points in Dawsonville. One would be Thompson Creek Park, which is not far, right off of Highway 53. And there's another one called War Hill Park, which that actually has a nice beach and some other fun stuff to do too. Thompson Creek Park and War Hill Park both have boat ramps. So if you want to drop your boat off, spend a day on the lake, you can actually get there from either one of those. One of the most spectacular parts of Dawsonville is Amicalola Falls State Park and Lodge. Really, really awesome place. I think it's the highest waterfall, somewhere around 730 feet, I believe, from top to bottom. It's a really spectacular site. I think it's the tallest waterfall in Georgia. Definitely check that out. If you want to go camping, you want to be out in nature, but you also want to have some super nice amenities, definitely check out Timberline Glamping Company, and they have a good spot. Actually, multiple locations out there in Amicalola Falls. If you want to get into some sport shooting, there's a really cool spot too called Etowah Valley Sporting Clays. I've been out there a few times with friends. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but you can go out there and you can shoot sporting clays, which is kind of a fun thing to do. If you ask anybody in Dawsonville what's the best place to eat, especially local spots, most people are going to tell you Dawsonville Pool Room. It's on the square in downtown Dawsonville. They've got really great hamburgers. One fun fact about their hamburgers, I think it's called the Bully Burger. They have a hamburger, cheeseburger with coleslaw on top. Now it sounds kind of weird, but you have to try it. It's really good. Dawsonville also has just about all the chain restaurants you could ask for if that's what you're looking for. You got your Chili's, Applebee's, Longhorn Steakhouse, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, all that good stuff. So plenty of good chain options for you if that's what you're looking for. Okay, coffee-wise, I know there's a bunch of coffee drinkers out there. If you're gonna get coffee in Dawsonville, go check out Because Coffee. It's right down the street from our office, and my friend Doug owns it. Great, great local coffee shop. Dawsonville also has a distillery, so if you want some local moonshine, go check out Dawsonville Distillery. I think it's in the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame in downtown Dawsonville. So definitely, if you want some local moonshine that might set your hair on fire, hey, check it out. Why not? All right, so if you want to know some of the fun events and attractions around Dawsonville, we've got a good list for you. First and foremost, the main event for the year is called the Moonshine Festival. It happens in late October, mid to late October. Really great, fun place to go hang out, music, vendors, all kinds of good stuff. So if you want a fun time, especially in the fall when the weather's great in Dawsonville, go check out the Moonshine Festival. There's also the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame in downtown Dawsonville. And if you're a NASCAR fan, or maybe if you're not, you might have heard of Bill Elliott, who is a former NASCAR champion. He is a native from Dawsonville, and his son Chase Elliott also is a NASCAR champion. So there's a lot of good history as far as a racing perspective from Dawsonville, believe it or not. And along those same lines, you have to check out Atlanta Motorsports Park. Speaking of racing, if you want to have a really great time, you've got to check out Atlanta Motorsports Park. It's a really cool racetrack just west of downtown Dawsonville, and it's kind of out there in the mountains, but you can do all kinds of great stuff. A lot of people will bring their luxury cars or their sports cars up from Atlanta or surrounding areas and race them on this huge racetrack, or you can also do some go-karting. They have 55-mile-an-hour go-karts. So if you want to get out there and have a little bit of an adrenaline rush, definitely check out Atlanta Motorsports Park. We also have some of your fun little small town events. Go check out Uncle Shuck's Corn Maze. It's on Highway 53 going west towards town. And, you can take the kids out there, have a great time, get lost in the corn maze, and you'll have a lot of fun in the fall doing that. In the fall, definitely check out Bert's Pumpkin Farm. They have rows and rows of pumpkins, thousands of pumpkins for you to pick out for your fall decorations and your jack-o'-lanterns for Halloween and all that good stuff. Food Truck Fridays. On Fridays, there's always some food trucks around near downtown Dawsonville. So if you like to check out some local food trucks, that's a good place for you to go hang. Also, I wanted to mention, as far as attractions go, there's a huge gated neighborhood west of town in Dawsonville, partly in Dawsonville, partly in Jasper, which is the town next door. But it's a neighborhood called Big Canoe. It's this massive gated community in the mountains, in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. And you've got golf, you've got a couple of lakes there, there's nature trails. People will go and vacation there. So they do a lot of short-term rentals in that neighborhood. There's also a really fun rock slide when we go. We actually go every summer. My family and I actually go most summers to Big Canoe and stay for about a week because it's close by. I can still work and the family can have some fun time. But they've got a rock slide too and a lake and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you want a good place close to Atlanta that's a great place to go on vacation, definitely check out Big Canoe. Being a small county, Dawsonville has, I think, 4 schools. You've got 2 elementary schools, you have a junior high, and then you have a high school. The schools, as far as niche.com, which is a great place for you to go check out school ratings and all that stuff, they give them a pretty good rating, so definitely check out their website and check out those school ratings, and you'll be happy with what you see there. From a real estate perspective, Dawsonville is a growing community, and the average sale price you can expect is to spend about $493,000, somewhere around there. That's the average sale price for single family homes in Dawsonville. The real estate market has been insane over the last 2 years, as I'm sure you know. Wherever you are, if you live in the US, you've had an insane real estate market for the most part. A good stat for you to look at if you are looking to move to a new area, especially at a particular point in time, is sales price as a percentage of list price. As of June 2022, we're looking at a 100% sales price to list price in Dawsonville, which means if you have a $495,000 house, especially if it's priced accurately, you'll expect to sell that for right at about $495,000. Or if you're a buyer, of course, you're looking at basically paying full price for houses at this point. Most importantly, having this information and a local agent who can guide you through the ups and downs of any market, especially a local market that you're expecting to move to, is very, very important. So definitely give me a call if you're interested in moving to the area. That pretty much sums it up. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, my name's Tim Gibson. My contact info is here on the video. If you're thinking about moving to Dawsonville, please reach out anytime. I'd be happy to help. If there's anything I didn't mention in the video that you'd like to know about Dawsonville, drop a comment below, send me a text, give me a phone call. I'd be happy to help.